Hey guys, I'm back over here at a GPAA claim. Little Joe 2, looking to do a little bit of work out here. It's got a stream, but I kind of missed the water flow a little bit here. The creek is just barely running. Let me show you what's going on here, guys. So there's the creek. I mean, you can't hardly even see it. Must not have been a lot of water runoff because it's just barely dribbling. I already have a sluice set up down that way. I'll go show you what's going on with that, but we're not going to be able to do any sluicing here. I brought it with me, but the flow's just too slow and it's going to take forever for the material to get digested through that. This is the first time I've ever been to this claim, and there is a lot of territory here. Some of the claims I've worked, I've had to take a complete year to get and find where I'm gonna get gold from it. So I don't expect to get a whole lot here just because of that fact. Because you know, claims are hard work and it's a lot of work. So you gotta really be testing and doing, and when you just come out one or two times, you know, you're not going to be, it's not like you can just go out and grab gold nuggets off the ground and throw them in buckets. That is not the way it works, guys. But let me show you this sluice I got here. Mr. PA Patriot is where I got this one from. He's been knocking these out. He's got a break to make up sluices, so if you get a chance, go on, check him out. He can get you this kind of mat, or he can get you any kind of mat, but you can see this sluice is not even really digesting the material. It's a lot of it's just sitting up here. I'm gonna have to help aggravate it, move it on down. But I figured this was the first time I've used it, PA. Want to at least get it in the water, just let it sit in the water all damn day. I did season it already, but it never hurts to just run the thing and let it do its job in the water. So what my plan is for the day is I'm going to be camping here tonight, and then going home first thing in the morning. I'm going to make quite a few trips here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a big hole in this creek so I have something to pan in, and then I'm just going to go up and down the river and take samples and see what I can find. So I'll be back. So there's the panning hole. I'm going to get to work, guys. And got the bucket classifier. We'll go up here, we'll go work part of this stuff. You know, this is a GPAA claim, so you know, all the regular areas that you think you should prospect at have probably already been worked. Like any hole where there's a waterfall, okay, where the gold's that's probably been dug up a million times. Like right here behind this rock, I might get just some material from here behind this rock just for the hell of it. See if I can find anything. I don't want to take anything off the top. I'll dig down some, get my pick over here, we'll break it up, and maybe we'll find some kind of little tiny flakes here. I am also gonna just pan out. I'll be throwing dirt in here too, just letting it run. I'll be doing a bucket and classifying also, and panning over there. I'll have two forms going. This isn't the most productive at all, but at least I'll be working the creek in two ways. So let me get my crap together. I'll do some samples through here, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, here's gonna be the first sample. Wish me luck on this one. I'll be back. I'll come back at the end, and I'll show you if we got any shiny in this pan. Zip zero not out of that one, so off to sample number 2. So walking up this creek, here's where the water's running now. Across over here, water can run down over there also. So when it comes rushing down here like crazy, it either goes this way or it can also go this way. But do you guys see what I see here? I'm standing up on a big hump. It's about 3 feet higher than the creek down below. Look at all these big rocks, all these big cobbles everywhere. I don't see no big cobbles over there anywhere across over there. I don't see no big cobbles back over this way. But this is where all these big rocks are being deposited when it floods. So this is another good indicator, looking for an area like this. From what I can see here, I don't see any potholes that anybody else dug at. This entire bench right here could all be tested. Best thing to do is just dig on one side and start just going across until you find a pay layer. But I'm here for a sample only. I suspect it would be better the farther down you go. I mean, really, a guy would need to dig down 3 feet here, get down to the bottom more than up here on the top. So I'll get the Pico out. I will get to hammering on this. I see this spot behind this alligator tree that the material's welled up before it, sloped down behind it. So I'm gonna dig out behind that alligator tree. Of course, I can't get into the roots and all of that kind of stuff. You can't damage trees and digging around live roots when you're out on the claim. So I'll kind of stay a little bit away from it. Dig down, I'll get that down to the panning hole and we'll see what we got there. So yeah, there's a piece right there. It's pretty damn small. Okay, so we're starting to paint a picture. Tree where the cobbles is one little tiny piece. Over here by the rock, behind the rock, zip zero nada. I think I'm gonna go work just for the hell of it this other side just to see if anything is found there, and then we're gonna pan out what's in the sluice. So let me go up here, prospect, see what's going on. I'll show you what I find. So walking up this way, I came up from the creek. This is a big, pretty steep little incline up here to about 4 or 5 feet tall. And the creek is over here, and this is all inside bin right there on this creek. Well, watch as you come walking up. Let me get up here by the creek, I'll show you. Steep terrain, flattens off. It's what we like to call a bench, and then drops off back down to the creek. So anytime you guys see this, this is an important indicator. Some huge flood or at some point or another, this is here because it was all laid in here on the inside over eons of years. That's why this is flat. This right here is the ultimate place to try. Lots of nice iron staining over here on these rocks, but yeah, the guy would have to start over there. He'd have to dig down 4 or 5 feet and just dig a trench all the way across here. That is backbreaking work. It would take a team of men to do that. Prospector like me, just hit and miss every once in a while going out. There is no way I have that kind of time. And this is gonna have huge rocks underneath it. So this kind of thing is just impossible for a guy like me. But hey, look at this. Look at this rock here. Boy, that's really beautiful. And it's kind of like a red and maybe metallic blue up here. But let me keep walking around. I think I'm gonna go grab a sample from under this tree. It's at the beginning. Yeah, I think we'll do this here. This is at the beginning of the inside bin. And maybe there's a possibility something dropped out right in here. It does have some pretty good gravels that got deposited up this high. Well, I tell you what, this root right here is another good little example of a area where on the backside of it, it could be a low pressure zone. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a sample from right in there, and then I'll come in here and get a couple samples from here too. So it's time to dig, dig, dig. Sample, 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 and I'll see you guys down at the pan. Oh shoot, I forgot. I got that sluice over here. Let me get that all cleaned out before I go back up there and dig by those roots. And so that way I can get that loaded, and that sucker can be prospecting for me while I'm prospecting up there. So let me get that done, then we'll pan that out. All right, I get to panning that, and then I'll get it all put back together and loaded once again from something from maybe up just a little bit. We'll get a little sample from inside the creek to where something that looks like it's got some good material in it. Come on now, GPAA. Little Joe too sure is being awfully elusive and doesn't want to give up his gold today. So let me show you. Yeah. It didn't have no gold either, so this hasn't really turned out so hot yet, but I'm not giving up just yet. So let me go get up there. I'll get to digging on that tree root, and I'll be back when it comes time to pan for that. So I'll tell you what, it's getting later on in the day. Before too long, I'm gonna have to get the old tent and everything all set up, but let me show you what I found over there at that tree. There was nothing. Next, no gold. So I dug up at the top of the root, no gold. I dug down kind of halfway down the bank, and no gold. This is down towards the bottom. And guess what I found, guys? Finally got some gold. I'm seeing 3 really good pieces right there, so I know where to go. Of course, it's at the end of the damn day. Couldn't find gold on the first one. I still have the second sluice running. I'll get that panned out, but yeah, me and the dog here, we're gonna have to get the tent all set up here pretty quick because it's getting pretty dark. Felt a couple sprinkles. It's in our best interest to get all that set up now so we're not caught in the middle of a rainstorm or whatnot later on. Let me get on that and I'll be back after a while. All right, so that was a great day. Me and the little peta here, we are in the tent. We worked our butt off today. We had our little dinner and everything was good with that. It's getting dark. We are gonna be going to bed here pretty soon. So guys, thanks for coming along on the ride today. It was great. Hope you guys learned something out of it, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.